I spit Patron on this microphone. Watch out, I'm in the zone. Worth for everything I own. Life is March Madness. One mistake, then you go. Yeah, I had a stroke, but your boy still rhyming. And Fresh got love, but the squad still wildin'. Catch me in any city in the hood, we grinding.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments made by Terence Bud Pootie Tang Crawford. All right, here you go.
Over the weekend, Bob Arum said that he was looking for fights against Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. But one of our pound for pounds, Josh Taylor, over the weekend said he would fight you tomorrow. What do you think of that? And if you could pick one, who would you want?
I would pick Manny Pacquiao. Josh Taylor still got unfinished business at 140. He shouldn't be thinking about me right now. He should be thinking about Ramirez.
Thank you very much from our friends over in.
All right, so you heard it from the horse's mouth. The horse being Terence Crawford. He wants to fight Manny Pacquiao over Errol Spence Jr. So I saw some comments the other day saying that we were crazy and Terence Crawford wants Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he wants Errol Spence and he wouldn't want Manny Pacquiao. Well, here it is. I said the universe just delivers my blessings on time, like for real. So, Trill Dollar Bill, what's your reaction to Terence Crawford saying that he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao instead of Errol Spence?
No kidding. I know, of course. I know how you rolling over there, man. I ain't mad at you, man. I know how you rolling. Shout out to Taylor, though. God damn. I'll take that fight, man. Come on, man. Come. He wants you to
Josh
fight.
was over the pick him. Josh was like, he might pick me. looking at his last few opponents, he might pick me.
Like, come on, fight a real fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But nah, TC, right? Josh Taylor do got some unfinished business over there with Jose Ramirez, and I would love to see him run it back with Progress also. So Josh Taylor, you do got some unfinished business to do down there at 140. But this is no surprise to me that Terence Crawford would pick Manny Pacquiao to fight. You know, this goes on the. I'm not even gonna say nothing, but this is starting to fit into his scheme of things lately. You know what I'm saying? I think we all predicted this, you know, and it said that this is what he was gonna do just because of his track record of late. TC, hell of a fighter. I like TC. I really do. Like, I don't know if people have this misconception or something that I don't like TC. I've been following this guy's career before he won the belt at 135. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna lie on him and say he's fighting the tougher guys out there. You know, TC's a great fighter, and I like him. Outside the ring, I personally like TC, you know? But you ain't fighting nobody. You ain't fighting nobody that you're gonna need Spence. That's all I'm gonna say. At the end of the day, you're gonna need Spence. You're gonna need that fight for your legacy. Because then everybody's gonna be like, honestly, who you fought? As you're getting to that point now. That's all.
All right, G.
I agree with you, Trill. He's going to need Spence. But let's be real. Manny Pacquiao is the lottery ticket. You know what I mean? So it's like, who you going to pick? You going to go with Pacquiao, you know? And hopefully he gets Spence after that, you know? So, I mean, I'm not mad at TC for saying that. That's kind of like the
I'm mad, but we know you go the easiest roads, less traveled.
I mean, yeah, but I think everybody will go that route. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's going to drive towards that money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think anyone's going to be mad at him trying to secure that Pacquiao bag. It's just, what does he do after that? Like, after Pacquiao, you better fight Spence, you know, because it's like, I don't think you can't play the public anymore. It's getting to a point where it's like, we need to see you a quality fighter.
Watch your mouth, G. You're going to turn into a TC hater for what you just said, which was the truth, but you're going to turn into a TC hater.
I
Tell the
I'm with
truth.
y'all too.
You don't want that hate.
I don't want to be a part of y'all.
that come towards you.
So I'm just saying, TC. Yo, man, I'm not mad at you for going Pacquiao. I would go Pacquiao my damn self if I could make that weight. You know what I'm saying? But if after Pacquiao, I don't unless you find a way to convince Thurman to get to secure that bag, you have to go with Spence. You know what I mean? Because nobody else is gonna accept a no-name welterweight for you to fight. You know, I don't even think people will accept even anybody from a lower weight class like Josh Taylor. We're not gonna accept that. Everyone's gonna be like, bro, fight Spence, man. You know what I mean? Like, just fight Spence. After Spence does whatever with Danny, if he wins with Danny, secure that. Even if he loses against Danny, still secure that bag because everybody wanted to see that fight for the longest. So just make the big fights, man. Like, you're coming to a point where at this point, it should be about legacy because you're not getting any younger. So literally, that's why I agree with Trill. You need Spence to secure your legacy. If you're not going to do that, man, I don't know what to tell you.
And another thing I want to add, too, I don't want nobody to think that I'm out here and I'm saying that Manny Pacquiao don't have a chance. Because Manny Pacquiao might surprise you and might end up, you know what I'm saying, putting TC on his butt. You know, if Kyle Velasquez dropped him, Manny's a hell of a better finisher, you know? He gets you hurt, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. And if he can get you off your square, he can sustain that attack to keep you off, like how he did to Derman. He had Derman messed up for the first 7 rounds. TC try to play catch up. He can mess around and he can lose to the great Manny Pacquiao as well. But now he got like all this advantage over the legend.
All right. G, you done?
Oh, yeah, I was already done.
Finished, you done? All right, Ned.
I'm not mad if he fights Manny Pacquiao after Kell Brook, but, you know, it's still a big fight for me. But, you know, he better be careful out here. You know, it's not like he's going to walk through Pacquiao or anything like that, and he may get exposed. So, you know, hey, road less travel. Would you say, Charles, about the road less travel? What's the quote? I need a reminder.
Again, stop. This is proof that Ned just regurgitates everything.
No, because I was going to take it somewhere. The road less travel is less travel because there's a threat on that road. So they cross the street. So let be careful of the road you take to go home, TC. That's what I was going to get. I just didn't want to quote it wrongly. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was getting at. The roads less travel is travel less.
Wrongly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they take the long way home for a reason.
Yo, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't started calling. No, and I don't want them to because, you know, I like TC, but I'm surprised they haven't started calling him Cherry Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they try to pin Danny Garcia as. And that's...
I'm surprised, though. Y'all not surprised they haven't?
No, I'm not surprised. You know why? Because they like him. They like him. No, they like him.
Pick and choose. They pick and choose.
Yeah, they like him. So he's not a cherry picker. But somehow Danny unfairly gets that title. Here's the deal for me. For one, I mentioned how I believe he should fight Manny Pacquiao and that he's going to fight Manny Pacquiao. I actually think it's the smart business decision for Terence Crawford to fight Manny Pacquiao. So when you say you can't be mad, no one's mad. I'm certainly not mad. I predicted that would be the route he takes because for one, it's the most money. And two, you actually, if you win, you put yourself in position to be a superstar. So now you can enter negotiations with Errol Spence and say, look, 50-50 split. I'm coming off a huge pay-per-view victory against Manny Pacquiao. And I unified, which you got the belts. So I just made this fight even bigger between us, right? I deserve 50-50. It's the perfect thing to do. There's nothing wrong with that. The only issue is when I mention that and you look in the comments, there's people saying, oh, He's not gonna want to fight Manny Pacquiao and blah blah blah. Well, you just heard him. He picked Manny Pacquiao over Errol Spence and Josh Taylor. So why wouldn't he want to fight Manny Pacquiao? Listen, for everyone trying to say like, oh, Pacquiao's a free agent, or the crap Bob Arum was talking, where you need two entities working together to help minimize the loss. Two things. What does that tell you? They've been taking losses. That's the one thing it tells you, right? See, that's what I've been trying to explain to you. When you think like all these fighters are getting this money, Deontay getting this money, they took losses on the Fury Wilder rematch. That's another reason why they want to push it back, because they took losses. Now you're talking about Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I don't think you would take a loss in that fight is because Manny Pacquiao is a proven commodity. Manny Pacquiao is already a superstar. See, Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford at this point in time is more of a sure thing than Spence versus Crawford, if you really think about it, because Manny Pacquiao is a pay-per-view attraction already. And in his last fight, which was on pay-per-view, he won
And dropped.
against Keith Thurman. Yes, and he dropped Keith Thurman. And he beat Keith Thurman, who's legit. Like, that's a legitimate win you're talking about over Keith Thurman. So Manny Pacquiao has put himself in position where he is seriously the pay-per-view attraction. If you can fight any of these guys at welterweight on pay-per-view, you want it to be Manny Pacquiao. So I say it, and of course, in the comment section, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. He wants Errol Spence. And then from his own mouth, when they give him the option of Manny Pacquiao or Errol Spence, he says he wants Manny Pacquiao. Guess I'm not the one who was an idiot, right? You shouldn't throw stones when you live in a glass house. That's all I'm going to say. But the point isn't about who's right or wrong. It's about what makes sense. What makes sense would be fight Manny Pacquiao and try to become a superstar. Once you become a superstar, you gain the leverage to go to a PBC where they're like, yo, it's lucrative to make this fight. He just beat Pac-Man. Errol Spence just did his thing, assuming he gets past Danny Garcia. That's one. Now, two, and we'll talk more about it. I'm going to wait for the next segment, because the next segment, TC says some more stuff. And we're going to talk about that.
Please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
We could have been flawless, flying up to make people's mouths drop jawless. How can 2 years be erased in 1 August? And you know I have my pride, so I had to get brolic. All in all, I can't call it. Just know you're my queen. Wish I was denim, cause then I be in your jeans. Can't fight fate, and you've been loving me since your teens. But when you can't move forward, you gotta wipe your slate clean.